Hey, Bisshhs, what's up? How's it going? Chloe's here. As you can see, I already have my thumb done and my index finger too. So first off, I was going to record this anyways, but I wanted to experiment on my thumb, and I'm glad I did it off camera and that I did my thumb all the way through first because I do not like it. I went through the same process that I did on all my fingers, but at the end I added Margot from Revel just to, I don't know, add some shimmer to it. Didn't like it. It dulled the colors to more than I wanted it to, so I'm not going to do that on the rest of my fingers. I just left my thumb alone and was like, nope. So what I'm going to do is, this is a tri-colored ombre. I am making little candy corns. I know, full aware, I got my colors mixed up. Candy corn is yellow, orange in the middle, and then white. And I did it the other way. I have orange, yellow, and then white. So forgive my mistake. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I really wasn't. Anyways, so I will link the colors down below. This orange, I think, was an advent calendar color from Revel that I got in a grab bag. And then the yellow is Blake and the white is Illuminate by Revel. All by Revel. So yeah, the orange is the only one I'm not entirely sure of, but I will look and I will list it in the description box. So what I did for my first layer, on all of these nails I did 3 layers. So what I did for my first layer was I did orange, yellow, white. Then for my second layer, I started with white, then yellow, then orange. And now for my third layer, I'm going back and starting at orange again, and then yellow, and then white. And just to make that like transition a little bit smoother and not so harsh. That ombre, when you're doing an ombre, usually you're going to want to alternate your colors each layer that you start with, to just soften the blend and get that transition just perfect. Chef's kiss, you know? So yeah, I am going to do this process on all of my fingers. I'm using a color switch so I don't have to switch brushes. I'm just wiping my brush off in the color switch and then dipping into the next color, tapping it on, back to this color switch, and then onto the next color, so on, so forth, over and 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 over. That was a lot of overs, but I really did it over and over and over. So just keeping it real. And I'm going to only dip my ring finger into Illuminate. I'm going to keep it at that white background, because at the end here, we are going to do some 3D nail art. I told you guys when I did the 3D flower situation with Blake and Elena, the Revel colors. I'll leave that video linked below if you want to see it. I did 3D nail art in that video, and it was the first time I had ever done 3D nail art. And I thought, ooh, this could be a good chance to give it another whirl and do something with it. So that's what I did. And we are going to do 3D candy corns on our ring finger. Again, colors are backwards. I don't know why in my head I was picturing orange, yellow, and then white, but yeah. So my candy corns were a little messed up. And when I sent pictures to my mom and sister in our group, messenger group that we have, we always talk to each other every day, I sent pictures of this Manny, and my mom thought it was pie. So I think she thought it was more like Thanksgiving Manny, because she said, oh, because I showed her my then. After this Manny, I did my right hand, which was the video that you guys saw in my last video, the bloody fingerprints. So I sent them pictures of both of those Mannies, and she was like, oh, it's like Halloween and Thanksgiving all together. And I was like, it's not pie, it's candy corn. But I didn't want to correct my mama. That's my mama. I know better than that. So I just was like, yep, sure enough, Thanksgiving too. But it's not. It's Halloween. I just got my colors backwards. Gosh dang it. And I like candy corn too. That's a really big debate. Do you guys like candy corn? Do you like candy? Are you pro candy corn? Or are you not pro candy corn? What's the opposite? Con candy corn? Like that? Non-pro candy corn? I don't know. Tell me below in the comments. Do you like candy corn? Do you not like candy corn? I personally do like candy corn. However, I cannot eat a lot of it because it is so sweet. But I do like it. So, anyways, I am going to let you guys finish watching this. Just my regular ombre situation, you know? Mixing up the colors, and I will be RB. We'll be right back with you. Alright guys, I'm back. I'm back and the nails are done. I'm back and the nails are done. Except they're not done. But please tell me that y'all know Manny MUA when he comes back and he says, back and the brows are filled. Back and the brows are filled. I can't be alone. Please tell me I'm not alone. Also, Manny MUA, do not copyright this video. I'm sorry. Okay, so I did go ahead and I added my Glossy 2.0 because that's my favorite top coat, or one of my favorite top coats anyways. I went ahead and added that first because I didn't want to have to try and work around my nail art to get the spaces filled with top coat, if you know what I mean. And so yeah, I went ahead and did that, and then I'm going to put my nail art on top of it, my 3D nail art, and that, the nail art part will be more matte, satiny finish. So I'm starting with my little bitty bead. I will link the brushes down below. I got them in a bundle. They came with 5 acrylic art brushes and then 5 nail art brushes, like the little bitty tiny fine needle point nail art brushes. And for some reason I cannot find that bundle on Amazon anymore at all, but the one that I did find came with these exact same nail art brushes and the exact same acrylic brushes that I have, but also with 5 dotting tools for like $8 or $9. So I think that might have even been a better deal than I got. So I'll leave that link below. And I'm using Mia Secret monomer. And I'm using, instead of using Illuminate for the white part, I am using baby powder from iGel for this. It's just a little bit more pure white, and so it's going to stand out on top of the Illuminate white just a little bit better, I think. Or that was what I thought in my head when I was planning out the colors. So, anywho, I'm just grabbing these little tiny beads, and if I don't like the size of the bead like you just seen, I will wipe it off and try again. And I'm just grabbing them. After I grab it, I pat my brush on the paper towel to just kind of get rid of some of that excess liquid or monomer that's on the brush. And then I put the bead down and I just mold it to where I want it. And that's really all that entails. And it'll start setting and drying. It takes it you have time to work with it, in my opinion. Like for me, it doesn't set right away. But I told you guys this in my last video. I've had this monomer for literally years. Before doing dip powder, I did try my hand at actual acrylic on myself. Wasn't that good at it. So, and then I got pregnant and didn't feel like doing my nails ever. So I stopped, and I still have my old box of nail stuff. And I was like, ooh, monomer, let's try it. And I did the 3D flower, and now we're moving on to more 3D nail art. And so I think that the fact that this monomer is old kind of does play a role in how fast the drying process goes, but that's beside the point because it does dry, it does set, it just takes it a little bit longer, I think. After I had finished the mani, it was completely dry, like it wasn't even tacky to the feel or anything. I would say maybe like 3 minutes after I had finished with the art. So wasn't too long, wasn't bad, and it's not like a tacky feeling to where you feel like it's gonna come off. It just it just feels a little wet still, but nothing like it's gonna fall off or come off or pop off or be able to wipe off. It was stuck to the nail, just slightly wet still. So yeah. It 3D nail art isn't actually as hard as I was expecting it to be, thankfully. I would say give it a try. See if you like it. I think it'll get easier the more you do it. So I'm going to keep trying my hand at it. You will see more. I don't know when. I haven't had an official plan as to what I will try it on again next for what mani, but it will happen. And I liked this just like this. I wet my brush a little bit more and I'm just patting it down to make sure like the whole candy corn is even and like on the top. So I'm using the belly of the brush to like pat it down, make sure everything's nice and even, smooth, no bumps or anything on it. And I'm looking at my nail and I'm like, that's cute, but I feel like it's missing something. So I decided I was going to add the smallest candy corn I could possibly do at the free edge. So that one was actually a little bit harder to do than the bigger one because, again, it's smaller. The tinier isn't always easy. So that I did kind of have a little bit of a time with the small one, but it wasn't bad. Still easy. Just, you gotta work smaller, and that's kind of a problem sometimes. But I did it, and I did it at a little bit of a different angle. I actually really liked this mani, and I think this is another mani, I think kind of, like the ghost one, where if you can't have like gory, crazy nails for work or whatever it is that you do, or you just don't want crazy, gory nails because maybe you're not into that, I think this would be a cute little, it's still kind of in the season, but it's not creepy, it's not scary, it's not crazy out there or anything. It's just fun, colorful, playful, and still gets you in the mood, the Halloween mood. You know what season it is, that time of the year kind of thing, without being creepy. Because I'm not gonna lie, there was one mani that I did that I have not posted or uploaded yet. I will upload it, but it freaked me out like nobody's business. There was one nail in particular in that mani that I just had to take the nail off and redo it all together because I couldn't. Like the colors, I like the dark colors, wear dark colors, but that mani freaked me out. So I'm a lighthearted kind of person. So anyways, I really liked this mani. Even though my colors were backwards, I still really liked it. So yeah, guys, that's it. That's the art. That is the situation. Tell me how you feel about candy corn in the comments. And I will see you guys in the next one. I use my Candy Skincare Cuticle Pin. Don't forget to hydrate your cuticles. It's important. Alright, guys. Catch you later. Bye.